Hello Virgos, and welcome to your weekly love reading here with No Cut Cards Tarot, where I don't cut the cards, I just deal them. And your weekly song for this week is going to be I've Got a Feeling by Justin Timberlake and Anna Kendrick from the Cult Trolls soundtrack. And I know it's a kid song, but the reason I chose it for you guys was because right now, Virgos, you're going through a time of reflection where you're kind of just trying to find your happy place and your place in life. And honestly, my happy place is music, and that is part of the reason why I have this little musical part to my videos. But at the end of the day, everybody has a different happy place, and since this is mine, this is one of those songs that gets you up and want to dance and, you know, puts a smile on your face. So I hope that this is a great start to finding your happy place, and if not, that's cool too, because maybe your song next week will. But here goes your video for now. All right, hello Virgos, we're gonna go ahead and jump into your weekly love reading and just see what the cards have to deal. Any messages from you? Okay. That doesn't surprise me. We'll keep going, so what else we can get any messages from you. All right, you guys, so you got a perfect deal yet again. All right, so your overall energy is going to be the Wheel of Fortune for this week, which is perfectly fine, because at the end of the day, what goes around comes around, and that's just what you guys have to remember with that Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the wheel keeps turning, so there's nothing you can do. You can't go backwards. It only goes forward. It only turns in one direction, no matter how hard you want to change it, okay? There's really nothing you can do about that. But let's keep going. We're going to start at the top and work our way down. Okay, so first you guys got the Eight of Swords in reverse, and what that represents is that you guys are feeling trapped and stuck in this place, but that's only by choice. You guys have the option to stay here and cry about it, or you can get over it and you can figure out your next step and how you're gonna get there or out of this situation, so to speak. Okay, because you're only trapped in this situation because you choose to. Like literally, look at her. She's surrounded by swords but can't cut herself loose. Fucking idiot. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to use common sense, or the things that you haven't even thought of yet. You have to get creative and get yourselves out of these binds because you're the one who put yourself there in the first place. All right. Moving on, you got your Fool card right side up. So it's time to take a leap of faith for you guys right now, Virgo. You need to step out of that box and just step on faith right now, because it's not helping you crying. So the least you can do is add a little reaction and see what you get. Okay. Try. If you fail, you fail, and if you don't try, you failed anyway. So options, right? Moving on, you got your Knight of Cups. Okay, cups are emotional, and the Knights are doers. They've already done the learning, so now it's time to implement what they've learned, and that's where you are. That's the energy space that you're in. It's time to take everything that you've learned in your time, which I'm assuming has been a while, okay, and put it into action. Okay, and the Knight of Cups, he's emotionally driven. Okay, so that's probably what's keeping you in this negative space right now, is because you're in a negative mindset, and until you change that mindset, there's nothing you're going to be able to do about getting out of that space. You have to change your mindset and everything else will fall into place. All right, you got your Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay, this guy is literally fighting everything off. What are you fighting for though? Like, you don't even see anything. It doesn't look like anybody's attacking him. They're just like, hey, who goes there? He's like, it's me. I'm coming to take over. So he's just fighting, but for what? That's what you need to identify, where you're going and what you want. Because until you have a goal, you're essentially not going anywhere. What are you working your way towards? So you feeling stuck, that's an easy fix. You need to figure out what you want, and then you need to figure out how you're going to get it. Okay? And Three of Pentacles. And then you need to do it. That's what the Three of Pentacles represents. Look at him. He's literally sitting there putting the sculpture to work. He's carving this by hand. You have to put in the work if you expect to reap the benefits. You can't reap rewards without putting in work. That's ass backward. That's like saying, oh, I want my own apartment, but I don't have a job. Okay, good luck with that. It's not gonna happen. They don't rent people apartments who don't find jobs first. So it's about remembering that you have to do things in a certain order. Things aren't going to come because you expect them or you feel like you're entitled to them. You actually have to put the work in first and then go for what you're going for. Moving on, Six of Pentacles, okay? And take help when you need it, okay? That's what the Six of Pentacles is all about. Taking help when you need it, but also making sure that you're not giving too much at the fault of yourself, because a lot of people have the tendency to give more than they have. And honestly, how are you going to keep giving if you don't have anything to give? Okay, so at the end of the day, you need to make sure that you and what you have going on is set before you worry about what somebody else has going on. Because at the end of the day, you can't help others if you can't help yourself. Okay, and at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, the people you help aren't there to help you when you need it. So for real, save your resources. It'll save you in the end. But moving on, you got your Hermit in reverse. So it's time to come out of that solitude. You've been in this cave, you've been in solitude and quarantine for long enough, and it's time to go out there and see what's going on in the world, okay? You can't find what you're looking for if you don't go searching. That's it. That's as plain as it can get, okay? But hopefully your rewards will pay off, because in the end you have your Two of Cups here, which is that perfect union, that perfectly emotional union. And I say emotional and not love relationship, because it can be a emotional relationship. It can be a friend, it can be a parent, a sibling, it can be whatever you need at that particular moment in time. So whatever it is that you feel like you're missing, it's on its way. You just have to make sure that it finds you. So make sure you're putting in the work and sending out the right signals, so that way you don't miss your blessing. All right, let's go ahead and get you guys some advice before we get you out of the way for the week. That's just for my Virgo sign. 2020. That's just for my I really tried to catch it, and that one came off too. So I'm just gonna keep them. Make sure I'm not missing any. Okay, so we'll start with these two, and we'll work our way through. You guys got a lot of messages today. All right, Akasha, your guidance is divinely guided. So all of this advice, all of these thoughts you've been having, they're for a reason. You just got to learn how to listen to them and embrace these ideas. As ridiculous as they may sound, some of them actually may work out for the best. You're already doing it. Stop overthinking. Keep facing north. Okay? You're already on the path you've been set to be put on. Everything happens for seasons and reasons. You were put in this situation to be brought to this place. So you just need to ride the wave a little longer and make sure you're taking the necessary steps to reach your goal in the end. Okay? The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You already have the tools you need. You already have the training you need. Okay, like I said, the knights have learned. They've done all the learning. Now it's time to do, and that's the energy you guys are in. You need to come to this point where you just realize this is what you need to do, and you need to put some intentions behind your plans. Align your life. What does not align or needs to change? You need to figure out what's missing, because once you figure out where the missing piece is, you can figure out how to put it back together. Trust the niggle. What is the niggling feeling trying to tell you? Like I said in a previous video, I don't know what niggling is. However, the way I take this card is that inkling inside you. So we just use different words, that nudging feeling that tells you that this is where you belong and what you're supposed to be doing. This is what excites you. That feeling, that's what you need to embrace, and that's what you need to follow. Protection. Call back your power, cut the cords, so retrieval. So this is a time for you to get out of the space you've been in and to emerge a brand new person, okay? This is a time for rebirth for you, Virgo. So I hope you take this opportunity and you come out a better and more enlightened person on the other side. Deep replenishment. Retreat, rest, be held. Okay? So you've been in quarantine for a while and you've been resting. So hopefully you've gotten all the rest you need to get you through what you got to go through. All right, I'm wrapping up. We just got a few more. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. Okay, so find your happy place. Find your peace in nature and retreat to there. Do your thinking there. When people tend to find a spiritual place that they really connect with, that is a place that tends to hold a lot of answers for them. And I don't mean that the trees will be screaming out to you, okay? What I mean is that they tend to be able to be by themselves and able to hear their own thoughts. Because a lot of times being in busier areas or being busy with life, you don't really have the time to sit and reflect and to just talk to yourself, as crazy as that may seem to some. But honestly, that's what we need to do. That's what we're made to do. That's why people meditate. It's essentially just talking to oneself, sitting there and reflecting on what's going on in your own brain and trying not to get distracted. Inner temple. Devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. You see? And look at what they're doing. Meditating. Okay? So you need to take a beat. Just meditate, take some time with you and yourself, and just figure out what y'all need. Because clearly something's missing, and if it wasn't missing, you wouldn't feel so trapped. I'm just saying. And last but not least, awakening. Energetic upgrades, a way of being, integration. Okay? This is a time to make these changes, to embrace these changes, and to be this new person that you want to be, to follow this new path that you feel like you're on and you're supposed to be on. Okay? Because honestly, the only thing that can change or deviate your result is yourself. Okay? So if you don't reach success, it's because you didn't take the necessary steps that you needed to. It's going to take a lot of self-reflection, a lot of time, but Virgos, you got all the time you need, okay? So I really hope you guys enjoyed your reading, and if you didn't, that's cool too, because you guys can come back next week for a better deal. But before I let you go, I want to remind you guys to like, share, and subscribe, and to also like us on Facebook and Instagram at No Cut Cards and at No Cut Cards Tarot, because every week on Tuesdays, we do a Tuesday live session where you can come in and get one free question. See you there.